I'm coming to you live today from Laguna Beach, California in a late February. I know most of you are buried under snow and I'm not rubbing it in. I'm not that kind of guy, but look at this weather. It's like 80 degrees here. Beautiful beach setting. I just left the cove back there. Look at it. But this is the benefit of living in Southern California, is the weather. Otherwise, it's just really overcrowded and expensive. But this is a really nice location if you're not familiar with Laguna. It's in between Los Angeles and San Diego. Got a couple over there proposing to each other. How romantic. So you're gonna get like a little romance in today's rant. So here's what I'm gonna talk about. This is an election year, of course, and this is not gonna be a political rant, but one of the things that you hear every election year is how they're gonna help the middle class. Jobs, healthcare, whatever, education. Which gets me to thinking, what a line of crap, right? I mean, there literally is no such thing as a middle class anymore. And if there is, it is the worst possible class to be in. And let me explain. If they raise taxes, or just generally any piece of legislation that's passed, hits the so-called middle class more than any other group of people. So if they raise taxes, then rich people can afford to pay the taxes. Poor people aren't even paying any taxes, so it's no big deal to them, right? So who gets hit the hardest? This middle class. Healthcare costs go up. Rich people can afford healthcare. Poor people aren't even paying for it. So the middle class, they're the ones that get hit the hardest. They're the ones that have the highest mortgage payments. These are the people that work the longest hours. They have the most health problems, take the most medications, the group of people that die early. So where am I going with this? In this day and age, there's no in-between anymore. You either need to go all out and go at the upper class, or just give up and be poor and smooch off the government, because all you're gonna do in the middle class is float by. Now you might get some perks like you have a nice little Porsche or BMW payment. Maybe you fly first class every once in a while. And if you're cool with that, that's fine. But as time goes on, it's just gonna get worse. Oh, look, I got some water in there. Check it out. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Because like when I was growing up, you could call my family middle class. My dad worked in a factory for 30 years, like a lot of people. And you know, they could work at the same place. Then he works 30 years, then retires. He got free health care the whole time he was working and so on. You're not seeing that kind anymore. It's really hard now to find people who've been working at the same, who are going to be working at the same place for 30 years and getting to have all these extra benefits and stuff. So the point with this whole thing is, if you're floating around in this middle class right now, this is you. It's only gonna get worse. So now is the time that you're gonna have to choose to pick a class, really. You're either gonna have to go all out, follow your dreams, do the things that you said you were gonna do, increase your class, or just give up. Just give up, live off the government. You'll probably live longer, you'll have less stress, you won't have anything, but you know, life will be easy because there's no sense in you working. You know, it's like a lot of people working 70, 80 hours a week just so you can get couple of vacation days every year, put up with a crappy boss. I mean, I don't know. And if you like Laguna, this is not a good place for middle class. It's a little pretentious town. So, you know, you want to come to places like this, have fun like this, travel the world like some of the past videos, got to get out of your class, move to the next class. So I'm going to cut it short here because I'm going to take advantage of this weather. I'm walking back to my hotel right there, and I'm gonna hit the bar. I know it's early, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, thanks for listening. I appreciate it if you made it this far through this rant. Take care of yourself, and I will talk to you later.